content creation, it's messy. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about everything that comes along sometimes with being a content creator, maybe from the perspective of you've never created content before, or maybe you're on this journey just like a lot of us and might be dealing with some of the same things that I'm dealing with, or experiencing some of the same things I'm going through it. Maybe. I guess we'll see. So in this video, we're actually not going to be doing any cuts. This is just going to be a raw kind of let's go with it. I've got a few things I want to show you, kind of some room updates, but honestly, I just want to talk about some stuff that's kind of going on and some things that are happening with emotions that I feel like maybe you guys can resonate with. Anyway, guys, thank you so much if you're watching this video. I really, really appreciate you. If you are a content creator and you want your content reviewed, you can stop by any of my live streams. Right now, they're not fully scheduled out, but I do live streams on Twitch horizontal as well as vertical on YouTube for you to come and just showcase your content. You basically submit your channel, I review it, we talk about the content on it, etc. It's a really great time. You should totally come by and check those out. That being said, I want to talk about some of the emotions that come along with doing content for so long and why I'm saying that content is messy. So let's get into the video. One of the things I want to talk about is really what I've been struggling with for, I don't know, maybe the last few months after going full-time. And it's something that I've actually seen somebody else post about on Twitter several times. And it's one of those things that I felt like it was just me. And then when somebody said it, it kind of validated that whole idea that that's what's occurring. So, going full-time has been probably one of the best decisions that as a creator that I could have made, where I was in my journey, what's going on with family, things like that. I think it's been one of the best decisions, but there's a lot of sometimes that if you're not creating content or recording, or if you're not streaming, or if you're not actively in the middle of an email list, or you're not actively deep inside of something to make sure your content is better in the next way, you feel like you're kind of holding back and maybe in some ways failing at what you're doing. You think you can have more growth. You think you could be at the next height. And instead of realizing that you still have to be a human, and in my case, I still have to be a dad, I still have to be a husband, and there's a lot of other things that come along with it. And starting to think of content creation as a job and trying to map out that time to be able to do it has been kind of a hard journey to be able to do. So trying to figure out the right balance of all of that has been interesting, but also in that same case, I've gone on to the far extreme where I wasn't uploading or creating or streaming for as much as I expected that I was going to be. So it's been kind of a struggle and a journey of going through that. And I think back to when I was first starting to create. When I first started creating content, when I first made this YouTube channel, I did like 40-something live streams and videos in a row. And it was so exciting. It was new. It was fresh. I had my students, because I was streaming at the time and I was a teacher. They were in my chat, blowing me up, hyping me up, and also trolling me heavily. And it was just a great time. And as the newness kind of wore off, I slowed down. Life kind of hit, right? And so everything kind of just changed a little bit. And I think every creator hits that point where they get the newness wears off, and now it becomes I have to persevere. And so if you don't know my story, I'll tell you a little bit about my story. But before I do that, I want to show you my room, because I kind of wanted to talk about the extreme that's occurred and then where I came from. So let's go on a little journey. You're coming with me. Okay. All right. So right here, this is my current setup, and I'm currently using the same up-down desk that I've been using for the last year and a half or so. It is fantastic. The monitor is wonderful. This is now an HDMI 2.1 monitor, 4K 160 hertz monitor. Love this. Elgato teleprompter as my second monitor, and then a portable monitor, which you can see is now my vertical monitor on the side. And my new key light is this one. It's not even new. It's the same LED panels that I've had for almost 4 years now, 3 years. I've just moved it up top, and as you can see, it shoots down, and so it creates this really cool effect for camera. Ooh, I just dropped you guys. It creates this really cool effect on camera that I'm really excited about to have for some content moving forward. But I do have this one on for right now just to add some extra light in the room. We actually added all these bookcases behind. And to be honest, my wife is on like a really huge Lego kick right now. So she did the Millennium Falcon. And this thing was so cool. This isn't like the really, really expensive one. But I have to say this thing was like $180 or something. I didn't do that. But anyway, I think it was like $180. Crazy on what you actually get with this Lego set. She also did Hogwarts, which is a huge, massive set as well. I love this thing. And then she did some plants as well. But yeah, so I told her I wanted to kind of deck some stuff out. We've got a whole bunch of just different products in each one. There's a Avermedia, an Elgato, a Rode, a Fifine, and then a whole bunch of stuff over there. And then this is my new setup that I think I'm going to be doing a little bit more content with, to kind of pull me just away from the gaming PC and stuff like that. So here is my 27-inch. That was my side monitor. And behind it is the M1 MacBook Air. Here, I'll turn around so where you can see that. Just tucked back there, USB dongle. And I'm thinking about this being the angle of what it's going to be for some content that we do. I don't really know. I'm not locked in on that. But we'll be doing the Wave Neo over on this setup. And then obviously my 3D printer, which is a really cool obsession. And that whole side of the room is pretty, right? What about the dirty? So here, if you can't see because I don't have many lights on over here, is everything that I had to pull off of this rack that I've had in here for a while. All this mess. Computer parts, bags, just stuff everywhere, right? I have a little bit over here. I am not cable managing ever, by the way. Roast me in the comments, I don't care. I'm never cable managing because I'm always moving cables. And then I have this closet, which you can barely open. And as you can see, is also filled to the brim with stuff. I really think I should just give a bunch of stuff away. And now somebody's shooting fireworks outside the window. But when I talk about that content creation is messy, sometimes you don't see all the behind the scenes stuff that goes on. Like, I spent 4 hours in here redoing my room to set up my shot. I went live last night and no one in my live, I'm shutting this Millennium Falcon, like all the little bays on it. I went live last night for 3 hours, had a great stream, but no one can see. They just saw this angle. They couldn't see any of this stuff that was over there. But me thinking about what my shot's going to be, and being able to continue to produce content is something that I think about, right? Another thing, let's get back to that in my story. I had a creator recently that I just interviewed. He is Minimal Sun. I actually just did a creator interview. Sorry, I'm adjusting this to level you guys out, so you're going to have to deal with that as I do it live. Minimal Sun, I just did an interview with him. You should go check him out. We do live podcast interviews. If you're a creator and you want to be on it, totally you should check it out. I'll be doing a few more and scheduling those out soon. Anyway, he has made or uploaded, I think it was 40-something videos plus in a month. Like edited down videos, batched content, really went ham. He's a college student, works a job, all of that on top of also trying to be a creator. He's going to for engineering school or something. Still wanting to do YouTube creation and is making content on Roblox and a whole bunch of other games, right? And, he's had this kind of growth that's going great. He's playing with some people that are over in the UK. Really good mix and collabs and trying to collaborate really early on, right? And the creator I interviewed right after that was Slapshot Tech, who also fantastic creator. I can't believe that he has some of the best quality that I've seen with someone at his level. He's only been creating content for like a month, 2 months maybe. And the amount of tech he owns is crazy. But also in the same case, the amount of just quality and investment in what his shot is and what his actual appearance is, it's you have to go check his channel out. And he's on the completely different spectrum. He hasn't uploaded as many long form videos, done some shorts, and has been kind of slow to get into the process, but also has been seeing some growth. And, you know, when I've seen people try to validate that of, they're still firing fireworks outside. Why? It's like a Tuesday night. Anyway, when they were trying to validate themselves, or I've seen people validating themselves talking about, you know, I've only got X number of subscribers, or if you're on another platform, you know, X number of followers, I've uploaded this much content. Why haven't I fill in the blank, right? And instead of recognizing that it's not about the uploading the content that's going to make you grow all the time as much as it is the value and the quality that you're going to provide for the viewer. And until you recognize that it's not about just going through the motions and it's about being meaningful with your content, you're going to be on that rabbit wheel for a while. So my story was, they're still firing fireworks, brothers. It is 10 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. Anyway, so I went over a year. I started my channel, actually it was just a little under a year. Started my channel July of 2019, okay? June of 2020, I almost just gave up on my channel, almost deleted it. If you've watched any of my old content, you've heard the story. If you haven't, here's the story. I almost deleted my channel and just stopped making content within a year because I had uploaded 140 something, almost 150 videos, right? Either between streams, dedicated content, and I was a Destiny 2 creator. That was what I made content on. It's fireworks. That was what I made content on. And I enjoy Destiny 2 even to this day. I think Destiny 2 is a great game going into final shape. This might not age well. We'll see. But I don't play it as much anymore. But I was huge into it. Weapon reviews, guides, how-tos, recommendations, things like that, right? And my channel had amassed, I think, 40,000 or 50,000 views in that year. And of those, I'd gained 170 subscribers. And I thought that was the most amazing growth that I had had. And compared to, I don't know, I had never done social media. I didn't have someone that I was creating content with. There wasn't any collaborations. There wasn't any kind of outside help. None of my friends had done it before. I was just pioneering this path. And then all I had were these kids that were just like, who's this, middle-aged man trying to do YouTube? Ha ha ha, right? Anyway, so I uploaded one video that was an educational style video about basically audio. And then I did one about using your Xbox at the time, the old Xbox One. You could actually connect to your computer, cast your computer, and then connect HDMI. So basically you had a free capture card. They've patched it since then, but it was like a free capture card to connect something like a Switch or anything else and connect it to your PC to stream. And those two videos, on top of another overlay video, put me within 3 months to monetized. And, since then, that's all I've been making is content to help creators, whether it be tech reviews or this kind of content where I'm just transparent, or, tutorials, things like that. And as of late, just genuinely getting into the thick of it with people's content and helping them. And very recently, I started a consultations where people could basically book me for an hour and ask whatever questions they wanted. If it was to go through YouTube Analytics, we would go through YouTube Analytics. If it was to go through your stream, set up your OBS, things like that, to just book my time. Totally can do that. darkencyrus.live. There's this whole sign up sheet. And if you use Growth20, you'll get 20% off the cost on top of what's already off there. So you should totally go check that out. That was a really weird ad, but anyway, it's one of those things where I've done it for so long, and people sometimes will just get my comments and want me to just explain it to them. This is a way for them to be able to connect with me and get that help, right? So that's what I've been doing more recently, and it's been a pretty awesome experience being able to see that I'm having direct to creator success in some ways. And what I mean by that is, I was a teacher for 10 years. I taught it at Landrum, and I did orchestra and chorus, and it was a fantastic gig. I absolutely loved it. And if, YouTube didn't do what it did, and I didn't do what I'm here doing now, I'd probably still be at Landrum teaching. I'm going to be 100% honest. I loved every minute of it. I can't say that. There was a lot of paperwork and red tape that I did not love. But the kids, hands down the best experience, most fulfilling experience is teaching school, right? Pay sucks. So when it came to helping these creators, it reminded me of being that educator in the classroom again. And I hope to get some form of accountability place where people can connect that's a little bit more creator-centered rather than just my normal Darkness Discord with people, but a little bit more that's just centered, only creators, and we're all working for the same goal. Follower count doesn't matter. What is it? Does this title work? Does this thumbnail work? Things like that. That's really where I want to kind of move to get more back into that classroom aspect. I think that's where I shine the best, right? So, when it comes to content, it was a messy experience. I went through, a niche change, a whole genre change in a lot of ways. And over the years, I've streamed on every platform you can possibly stream on. I've said that I'm moving to this or moving to that, denouncing this pro platform, doing this. I've used every single streaming setup that you possibly could. Single camera, 4 cameras, dual PC, capture card with Xbox, or retro streams, Pokemon streams. I've done, everything from a really highly advanced technical stream with music setup plus a gaming plus an A-roll setup down to just one single camera setup, which is more or less what I'm doing now to simplify some stuff. I've had 4 or 5 PCs in my room with different tasks. I went all the way down to one PC. And now I've got an HDMI cable that runs all the way across my wall to my TV, so that if I'm tired of sitting in my chair and editing, I can literally just go over there and sit on my couch and pull DaVinci over and edit on the screen, or Premiere, whatever I'm wanting to edit in. And then there's the learning curve. It's learning, every single streaming platform, OBS, Streamlabs, Twitch Studio, which by the way is going away. If you didn't, they're stopping updates for that. Now there's new things like Meld Studio. There's overlay providers that are new in the game. Uno Overlays, who we just did a review with. It just seems like there's always something new on the horizon that's just, this could be the new solution for you. StreamerBot is massive, and people love StreamerBot. New channel point rewards, Kick creator incentive program. I think there's so many things that pull you in different directions that sometimes, instead of saying that this is going to be the solution for my channel, or this is going to be the solution for my career, or this is going to be what makes me make it, sometimes we forget the fact that the content is the content. And all of those moves that are done off camera or off stream, while very helpful to get us set up and going and creating the content or connecting with the brand so that they can make the decisions whether or not they want to work with us. A lot of those decisions, if you don't make the content, they're not going to see it, right? I could have said, I'm not going to upload it all this weekend. I'm going to take care of this whole room and get all this crap sorted, right? But I got things I want to do, right? I've got an editor who's editing for me right now. I've got brand deals that I'm wanting to flesh out and work with. I'm really hoping, and this is very genuine, I'm really hoping an agency reaches out to me soon. Okay? I've had conversations with a couple, but I would really love to have an agency manage my inbox and really line some things out, because, man, I'm being the position where I'm at, I really just need the help. That's where I'm kind of at. I would love to connect with an agency, but all things in the future, right? So that's kind of where we're at right now. So when it comes to being content is messy, I think some people dumb it down so small sometimes and make it look so easy. You've got streamers like Jinxie and Oh my God, how did I just blank on his name? I've literally watched him ridiculous. Sketch, Jinxie Sketch, Queso, Kai Cenat. I'm thinking those 4 of some of the biggest streamers right now. Then you've got Dr. Disrespect. You've got Tim the Tap Man, Shroud. All of these people that have been in the business for a long time, and they've been a lot more transparent. And you see like Doc's massive setup and the people who works for him, Courage and his whole team of people that's behind him, Nade Shot and everything that they do. Tim literally has someone in the room with him at all times helping him. I think when you back up and you realize that a lot of times it takes all of that learning, all of those skills to grow, you have to do it first, and you can't just hire everything out, because then how are you going to explain it to someone to be able to grow? I think that's the messy part sometimes. You don't have to do anything extravagant to be able to be huge, but sometimes it's just about making your content your focus and not all the other stuff. And that's what I struggle with. Do you know how many times, and this is very genuine, do you know how many times I've come up to my room over the last 2 weeks and I have changed my setup? Genuinely either moved a light around, adjusted my camera. Last night I literally was up here for an hour because I changed this camera, which is the A6700, okay? Same sensor as the FX30, which is right here, okay? The FX30 is connected to the teleprompter. Same sensor, but in my mind I was like, do I really need 4K 60? The answer is no. This is 4K 30, what we're doing right now. And I was like, I could just do 4K 30 over HDMI, and I would have the FX30 for some video work. But I was tossing it back and forth like, but then what if I want to do some photography, which I have been doing some of. But I want the A6700. Like, that's the stuff that I've been doing. And I guess it's kind of like procrastinating in a way, which is so stupid. So here's what I'm going to do. And this could totally not be the thing. But what I want to do is I'm going to try to upload once a day, whether it be a short vertical or stream, short horizontal or stream. I'm going to try to upload once a day. Like I uploaded a short earlier today. I'm going to hopefully get this one downloaded, uploaded, and I don't care if it hits 4K. I'm just going to hit publish and let it go live and throw a random thumbnail on it. And I'm just going to challenge myself to be very specific on making sure that I upload content regularly. I want to stream more often, because I'm having the time of my life streaming vertical. First of all, let me just go ahead and say this. This is the first time I've ever streamed to 100 people. And sure, my graph does this up and down thing, right? But there is consistently, I've had more viewers on YouTube than I've had on Twitch ever. And I've had more conversations that are beneficial to my brand on YouTube than I have had on Twitch in forever. I'm wanting to launch this this gaming channel, which is the whole reason why I have the Xbox set up. It's because I'm trying to work out all of the kinks with this and get everything set up to do it. I want to launch this gaming channel that's specifically about finding the next big game that gives me excitement. I don't know how to package it yet. So I'm not really uploading it, or I'm not really recording because I don't know how to package it just yet. But I basically just want to go through the Game Pass library, and I want to test as many games as I possibly can, upload my honest review of it, give it a star rating, and then have the community vote on the next game that I do. I think that's the model that I want to do, because I do like gaming, and I think that that's good content that I could do well with. I think that I can... It's just like doing product reviews, and obviously I can make a product review. So, yeah. This video is kind of all over the place. Can you do me a favor? If you're this far into the video, can you go down in the comments and comment banana? Everyone's going to not have any idea what you're commenting down below, but if you can comment banana, I think that would be huge. Also, can you... this is just a question from me to you. I'm thinking about... for each vertical live stream that I do, doing some kind of a giveaway, and I have no clue how to figure this out. So if you're smarter than me at this, you can help me figure it out. Of giving away a free session where people can connect with me and, come in for like a 30-minute session to just let them ask questions, right? And let them win that time where they can get on my calendar. And that might backfire quickly, or might be the perfect solution. But anyway... I think that that's great what we're doing, and I really feel like I'm making an impact because I see people's channels growing, and it's very rewarding to see other people have some success. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Check out any of the videos that pop up on the screen right now. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.